Hi, thanks for watching another video blog. Today from Berlin, Germany. A solid solution for the housing problem is needed. If you're young, or maybe if you're just starting to build up your life, or maybe also when you're older, you clearly have noticed that the housing market is corrupted. It's very difficult to find a house. The housing prices are extremely high. There are no houses even available, and it's hard to get a mortgage for people that want to start building a family, want to have a house. It's really a crisis, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you cannot afford a simple concrete apartment somewhere and pay $1,500 or $2,000 or euros. It's not your fault. It is really the failing system, the housing system, that likes you to be their slave. And they, on purpose, create these thresholds for starters to live. They know that everybody needs to live. They want to live somewhere. They need to have a place. This desperation is what they prey on. They know that everybody needs a solid place, a stable place, and they exploit these people and they fear them. They make them afraid of having no place to stay. And that's really a bad thing. And I think that it's so evil and so bad because it's like one of the first things that you need in life is a place to stay, a solid place. So I think that you should rebel a little bit against it. And I'm not talking about any violent things, but I'm talking about doing it yourself. And my conclusion of all this is that the best thing that you can do to undermine this exploitation is to start living in a caravan. Some of you might say, well, what about a tiny house? I think the tiny house still demands way too much for many young people. It demands a place where you can place the tiny house. It demands money to build a tiny house, which can be done. But if you're not like me, if you're not super handy, then it's a really horrible idea to think about a tiny house. It's still not really affordable for many young people. So my solution is to buy a caravan. Of course you need to have a car and a trailer to put the caravan on. But I think it's the most easy, most simple and most excellent solution for this problem. Because a caravan gives you shelter, gives you place, gives you shelter against rain, against coldness. You can heat it very easily. It's small, so you don't need to heat it up with big heating sources. I think that's really one of the simplest solutions. Caravans are not expensive. You can get them for a few thousand euros. Compare that with a tiny house, which can cost up to 20 or 30,000 euros. And I'm not even talking about campers. They are the worst idea because they are so expensive. Then it's basically better to buy a tiny house. So that's the least of the options. A caravan is very affordable. You can have them for a few thousand euros. You just need a trailer on your car and you can go. And you can basically throughout the whole of the year you can go anywhere you want. Now you can make your caravan self-sufficient with maybe solar panels or filter your own water, but that's not really of your concern in the first place. You can do that always later. First thing is to get a caravan. You have your bed, you have your bath, you have your kitchen, most even have a toilet, and if not, you can use the bath, the shower, and the toilet on the place that you're staying on. Staying on a camping place is very affordable and not expensive. I think that you can between 200 and 300 euros, and then that's it for a month. So that's really affordable. Compare that to 2,000 euros or 1,500 euros, dollars, for an apartment in the city. A caravan is a very, very good solution. And now many people will say, well, you know, I need to have like an official address to register for the government and all these things. Well, in the Netherlands it's like this. You can register with family. You can say, okay, I'm also living in this place. And if you don't make too much money, if they're a close family, then there's no problem with taxes and with, you know, like welfare, stimulus projects, etc. I don't know what's called in foreign countries, but anyway, that's a solution. And with your car, where you can store your luggage, and your caravan where you can live, you can have a great place to live. And you are like exiting this trap of the housing market. You are free. You don't have to stress, and that's a great thing. You don't have to stress of the rent, you don't have to stress to find a place, you don't have to stress of maintaining the place. And lower stress is healthy. Keeps you young, keeps you
Ah bah, c'est en ligne.